in the morning of day 2 of my carnivore diet. And one thing I already realized is yesterday and in the evening, I didn't have bloating at all. I did eat steak with cheese. I eat until I'm satisfied. I didn't care about calories. I lost weight from yesterday to today, what was actually stuck a little bit the last couple of days. And yeah, the one important thing is to drink electrolytes at all. It's not only in carnivore. That's what I did in the morning. But I bought some cheap electrolytes because it was just in a shop and it's not really good for the ingredients after I educated myself what you actually need from electrolytes. So I need to do a little bit more research which one I should buy. And the other thing I ordered some bone brew. I just want to test it out because it's collagen. I think it's going to be very important because hair loss can be a major effect, not of the carnivore diet, but in diets in general. So if you go vegan or if you have an extreme weight loss, your hair might fall out, and it's not because of the particular diet you're doing. It can be because your body is stressing out because it's losing a lot of weight maybe in a very short period of time, and you're changing a lot of things and your body is just in distress. So that's going to be a little bit more interesting how to prevent that. Yesterday in the evening I had a little bit of thinking or a hunger kind of, that I wanted to eat some salmon and some sauces and so on. So that was a little bit strange, but it went over after maybe 20 minutes. Then I was fine again. And I drank just a little bit of acidophilus milk. That's what I just like because it's very tasty. I like it a lot. And it's light, not in calories, but just it feels light. And that's sometimes what I need when I'm craving something. So that's also something interesting. I drank in the morning already my electrolytes, and I'm also drinking the vinegar with mother, just a little bit in water, because it should help with your stomach things, not in carnivore in general. So I'm thinking, yeah, maybe it will help. Because maybe you will have diarrhea and constipation and stuff like that. So I see what I can do to work through that. I found a lot of people online that have amazing advices how to start carnivore. So I watched them yesterday. It's so interesting. It's really interesting. And I also ordered a DAX. Is it DAX? No. How is it called? DAX scan. It's just to see what your body is look like right now in order with fat and everything. So I'm just waiting for the appointment of that. So it's gonna be very interesting. And what I also am doing is, before I'm doing everything, is also interesting because of my multiple sclerosis. I will have a lot of data, and I love data, and I love to compare stuff. So I'm having an MRT in almost next month. So that's going to be very interesting because I have lesions in my brain, a lot of them, and in my how do you say that here? So it's just gonna be interesting because I always will have pictures. I'm always in the hospital. So whatever changes in my body from this diet, I will actually immediately see it. My doctors will see it. And that's so interesting. It's going to be, I don't know, I'm so excited. It's so funny. I can't explain why, because it's something completely different. And one thing I realized even yesterday, I feel better. I feel really better. I feel more energetic, more happy, because carbs are really affecting me in a very bad way, sugar and carbs. And that's the only thing is, I'm not a person that's very consistent. I'm not one of these people that actually can say, I'm going to switch that and I'm going to stick to it. I've never done it before. I can stick to something for a month. I'm obsessing with things, and then I'm slipping. I'm slipping a lot. For example, the last couple of days, that's what happened is I was stressed, I was tired, and then I was sleeping a lot. I started to eat a lot of sugar because I didn't close my sugar safe, and then it was open, and then I just ate 4 chocolate bars with bread and everything. So I'm one of this person that cannot eat in moderation sometimes. It just hits me. It's maybe psychological. I tried to figure it out. I was with doctors and psychologists to work on that, and still it didn't help. So it's something that I need to figure out, and maybe this carnivore thing is going to change my life. That's what I'm waiting for, actually. That's why I'm trying so many things and do it sometimes in not the extreme way to say now I'm going full carnivore, or I'm just eating meat for a month. That's not the right way. I think think you should really slowly implement new changes, because your body will react. And she had a lot of hair loss. She said also in carnivore you will lose, or she lost a lot of hair, and it's because she saw that her protein intake was not right. And that's very interesting, because I thought actually when you eat only meat you will have, or eggs and stuff like that, you will have a lot of protein intake, but it's not. And because the part of fat and the part of protein can variate from the food sources, and that's something I didn't really have in mind when I started this. So this is very important to, before you start, watch a lot of people who had experience with that and how they prevent it, or what will do better if they start over. So that's one thing. I will try to track a little bit of my food, just to see what of the food has more fat, what has more protein, what am I actually eating, just to have a little bit more of an understanding, because I'm switching it up, I'm changing things. And yeah, for now I think I'm going to the office. That's going to be very interesting, because in the office, these Wednesdays, we as a whole group go to a restaurant which has very bad low quality food, but it's cheap. And I'm working with the guys, so they want to just have big portions. But I know that they have steak and stuff like this, so I will just, maybe before I go, look at the cart and see what they have, and then ask them really just to salt it and serve it to me. That's going to be very, very interesting, especially sitting with the guys and see what they eat if I'm craving or something. So I will try to have something in the office, so before we go, that I eat something that I'm not craving or something like that. And there are some things, I don't know how they call it in America or in England, or in English at all, because I think it's something that only we actually use in our countries, but I'm not sure. It's pure fat, but it's kind of, I think it's fried fat, little fried fat thingies. I just love to snack them, and this actually is something I don't overeat normally, because it's very fat. It's just pure fat from pork. So I think I'm gonna have that in the office just to snack on them, so I don't snack on sweets. I think I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna have things prepared for a bulletproof coffee. So fat, ghee, cocos oil, and stuff like that. That's what I'm thinking maybe to do. Yeah, and there are various kind of things for the carnivore, how you can do it. You can do it very strict. You can do it just with eggs. You can do it just with beef. You can do it with all kinds of meat. You can do it with, how does it say, the milk part and cheese and everything else. So I'm going to go with cheese, and try to restrict myself a little bit more, and not to overeat in cheese, because that's dangerous for your body weight. So I'm going to stick to old Gouda. I love it. So if I have the feeling that I want to snack on something or else, I'm just going to eat a little bit piece of this cheese, because it's very salty. I think it tastes amazing. So maybe that will help. So let's just figure it out. And Yeah, I think the most interesting part is going to be the science behind it, because you actually will see it. You will, or I will see it. I mean, I will see it. If my multiple sclerosis is getting better, if my symptoms are getting better, if my side effects of my meds are getting better, if my pictures actually are going to be better at MRT and all the scans and all the blood works I have to do anyway, if my skin is getting better, because I had problems with my skin. My hair actually is really bad right now, and that's when I started to eat a lot of carbs and sugar. It started to feel very bad, and my skin and my hair and my nails and everything. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah. So I think that's basically it. What were the most important things? And I'm still gonna eat fruits if I want to. I will just try to listen to my body. If I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. If not, I'm not. If I'm craving something fresh, I'm gonna eat some fruits, or kind of drink something more easygoing, because I think meat is very, very heavy. Even fish is very heavy sometimes, so I will try to balance it somehow, and then see in a month what is happening. And I turned 35 on the 3rd February, so it's the perfect timing to do so. I'm not gonna change anything up this month with according to sports or something else. I'm just gonna do what I do every day. It's just my physiotherapy, stretching in the morning I'm doing. It's just a little bit more of a training to help me just stand up and walk. So I'm doing it and watching some YouTube or some, I don't know, crappy Netflix series. And I'm just doing my little stretching in the morning. And on Saturdays, I have this CrossFit outdoor arena. I have now 8 times left to do that because I paid for it, so I'm gonna do that. But it's more of a HIIT training because there are also old people, so it's nothing, major really CrossFit. It's more like a little bit of a weight training, and it's 1 hour. It's outdoor. It's a fun group, so yeah, I have that for 8 times now left. So I'm gonna do that on Saturdays, but nothing else. So I have to go for walks with my dog. I'm not really a big fan of, big walks because I feel sometimes bored. But yesterday, it was really funny. I had the feeling that I wanted to be out, that I wanted to go out, and I wanted to be in the sunlight. And I was sitting outside actually in the sunlight, which I normally don't do. So I think something about this being back to basic sometimes helped me in a psychological way. I don't know. It helped me with my bed. I just put it on the floor. Since then, I'm not watching and not have my phone at all in my bed. Never. And that never happened. I'm 35 and it never happened. I always had my phone. I always had some sounds and noises and everything else in my bedroom. And since I just moved my a mattress on the floor, my mindset completely changed without trying. I didn't try to do that. It was just naturally happening. And I'm hoping that this carnivore is also such a click moment, maybe, and it will switch up, it will change, I will change, I will be more energetic, and it will help me to improve my life because it's very simple. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to track anything. I don't have to do anything. I just have to eat a certain kind of foods, and it's very simple. I have to figure out how to make it, not cheap, but still be in a budget. Because now I'm just doing it with me for the next 14 days, which I agreed with my mom. She's going to do everything with my son. So it's going to be very interesting how much money I will spend on that, and just having high quality food for now, just to see the difference a little bit, how much it will cost. And I will go to a butcher, because next to my office there is one really good shop. They sell very good meat and fresh and everything. So I will see if to try various foods out there. because I'm starting and I don't want to be affected by bad food. I just want to eat, good food that tastes good. And I don't care how much it will cost. I will track it a little bit more. So that's what I'm going to do for the next 14 days. It's going to be so interesting. I'm so excited. I don't know why. I don't know. Something just, is clicking because I felt so unbelievable sick the last couple of days because of the carbs I was eating, because I ate everyday bread, I ate everyday sugar, and something about it, I lost still weight and everything, and that's fine. But something in my body just switched and changed, and it was bad. So it's, for me, it's important to share my experience because I'm trying out things, and I'm at one time I said, okay, you can eat everything and it's perfectly fine and go on. And that was important for me to try it out if it's working for me, but it doesn't. It doesn't, because my body reacted differently. And that's why I think it's important to be honest and to kind of also, track your progress. And I see it in my face and in my hair. When I saw my last, or my video, it's 1 year ago, my hair was until here and it was completely broken, and now I'm just woken up. So it just grew until here, and that's something, little thing I don't realize, because in the year it's growing. And the same thing happens to my face, because this little thing here, I love it, it's showing up more because I'm losing some kind of weight, but I don't realize it. I don't see it that much. And if you see it in videos of yourself, it's going to be much more productive, and you can see the changes. So that's also why I'm doing this. And I wanted to do a short. That's why I'm holding my phone like that. I'm stupid, but still, I'm gonna upload it because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna call it just Vlog and Carnivore Day 2. Just to have it a little bit for myself, like diary. And yeah, I'm so excited.